Hello everybody, welcome back to the game about playing in the dirt. We're back today. There's been an update. They brought in the big guns, and me and the guys have been playing with them, and oh my gosh, what a deal. We had some stuff. I'll explain. This right here, this is the new guy. This is the newest, one of the newest guys. There's technically four of them. He's a little large. Now, if you can't tell, if you're not accustomed to how large these things are, this, if you've been following along with the videos, especially since the bagger came out, oh, it's so big I can't put it down. This one, that's the new one. This is the one we've been using. So it's a little bit bigger. It's about twice as big. After some brief testing, by that I mean we've chopped out quite a bit of material here. Uh, it is twice as big, and it moves a little over twice as fast. In the swing speed, anyways, not quite the walk speed, though it's about the same. Anyhow, we had some catastrophes right when the DLC and the update dropped. I had assumed they had patched a bug, and that bug would have been being the infinite storage that I kind of demonstrated in my last video, where it was an infinite loop. Somehow that accidentally got patched. Now, the funny thing about it is it's a bug. The infinite thing where you can overload, like here, this is a perfect example. This is at 11 million% right now. That's a bug. It's not supposed to be like that, okay? But they decided to keep it, but somehow in that patch it fixed it. And I was like, hey, what the heck? This isn't okay. Anyways, they put out a hotfix like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours later, and they reverted it. So, we're on track now, but the problem is these things move material so fast that you had to stop. Even with like a 10x power input, you had to stop like every 10 to 15 seconds, because otherwise you would overfill the hopper and it would just start deleting material. So, in the meantime, bugs are our friend. And actually, this line's clearing out. But, yeah. So, we've kind of got a mess here, and then let's see, what was the other problem we had because of that? I'm trying to think. At some point here, we had this issue where, oh, yes, okay, so because we couldn't do the infinite storage loop and keep it all here in this area, we're like, okay, we gotta pipe this stuff so it goes all the way up to the Parthenon over there and gets processed, right? Since we can't stack it up. And then we had a power issue, so we went a little overboard, and we built a coal separator, and this coal storage, and the processing for all the coal. So we have this power generation down here in the old pit that's just kind of chilling and collecting coal. Is it really doing much at this point? It's going to power all these offshoots for the baggers, I guess, but it kind of turned into a giant spaghetti mess. It's still kind of a temporary setup, but it is working. And then of course it scuttles off over this direction after it sorts out the coal, and it goes across, up over this way, down that way, up to the top of the tunnel, down the tunnel, over that way, and then up to the Parthenon, where it's getting processed at a very rapid rate to where I have to go check it and clean out the containers every freaking hour, or they overfill. Anyways, I think today I want to pave all this. So, by pave it, I don't want to use asphalt. I want to put gravel on here, I think is the plan, Stan. So, I don't know yet. This is gonna be a thing. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet. We're probably gonna start here-ish, kinda. Yeah, we're probably gonna start like here, and then we're gonna set up a spilling loop for the pavers. Well, not the pavers, the trucks for the pavers, because you can't fill the pavers directly. You have to use a truck. So we're going to fill the trucks at this little loop we're going to build right here, and then we'll be able to fill the pavers a little quicker, and then see how quickly we can get this all paved today, because I think it's going to be a project. Okay, yeah, let me grab some stuff to slap that all together, and then we'll do it. Okay, I haven't fully worked out how we're going to do this yet, but here's the paver, here's the truck. Come to me. How big are you? Are you, like, huge? Or is 2 wide going to be enough? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is build it hanging over this edge. Can you snap? Can you snap? Can you snap? You're not going to snap. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do this. And then... Okay, we're going to... This is already going terribly. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, this might work. Rotate. 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 Okay. Yeah, you go there. Does that have collision? That has collision. Okay, that's not going to work. We're off to a great start. Okay, let's see. Wood block. We're going to recess that because we can. And then the hopper. And then... there's our dump deck. Okay. And then from there, we're going to go up with an elevator. And then we're going to go right turn. We're going to go... we might have to go up one more. My brain's smoking. Okay, let's see. Up. And then we just need a little up. Did I buy it? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, and then we're going to need probably another right turn. And then something else isn't going to match up, so we're probably going to go back into the store in a second. Then a right turn, and then where's that put that? Right there. We need like a 1 or 2 technically, right? Straight. And then one of these. Okay. And then that, and then that, and then what do we need here? Like 1, 2. We need like a 2. It's right here. 2. And then that. And then we put the chute down, and it didn't line up. Hold. Okay, now we got it. Uno mas. Okay, so now that dumps directly into there. And now we can take DS. And, actually, let's just, for coziness, let's just make this a little bigger. I need, what, 3 more of those? And I forget what they're called every time, so I have to go to the conveyor tab. Dump deck, that's what it's called. And then 1, 2, 3. And what we'll probably do is add some guardrails at some point. And then... Oh yeah, we gotta put power to this. So we need a input, and let's go for a ×10, because time is money. And then we need a cable, and the power variety, not the regular one. And then we need a, I don't know, like let's just go with a solar panel that's 700 kilowatt. That was my phone, by the way. I'll never learn the lesson of shutting it off before I record. Alright, power input. Click that, turn this on. Nope, you have to turn the power on first. I am a professional. Why? 879. Classic. Okay. Remove cable. Okay, now we need a pylon. We must construct additional pylons. If you know, you know. Cable. Solar. Yet another solar panel. We don't really need a big one, but we're going to do it. Okay. Now, let's, could we attempt to make this look nice? Yeah, probably. I need another cable, too, because I can't do math. Okay, this cable goes to here, and then we put a cable to here. And we put a cable to here, and it's clipping. It's totally fine, though some of you might go crazy because of that, but you know what? It's okay. Okay, now that that one's on, and we turn that one on, and then we come over here and we turn this one on, and then it doesn't do anything because there's no material in it. And I don't even think I have any, like, gravel up at the Parthenon, so we're just gonna buy a stack. And then, we're just gonna put this in here and hit consume. Give it a second. Ta-da! Okay, now we grab our truck and we come right here, and this is a little bumpy, but we could work on that. What happened? Hello, game? Why are you doing this? Is it out? There's no way it's out. Didn't I just put 10,000 gravel in there? Am I mistaken? Where did all the gravel go? Confused? Hold on. That's, Is it losing material when it does this? What is going on, game? Oh, wait. Maybe if I put a full stack in there, it'll make more sense. I feel like we're losing some material here. Is it holding steady? Okay, we're good. I'm just a dumbie. Because 1,000 gravel really isn't that much. It's only enough to fill like 3 conveyor belts. Anyways, so we've got this all set up now. Let's get a little more dirt in here. Gravel. Okay, so that's overfull now, and what's going to happen is we're going to come over here, and we're going to make a giant mess probably as we fill this up. Gentle. 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 Okay. Okay, let's get this bad mamma jam out of the way. I'm trying to decide if I actually want to pave this first, because this area is not flat-ish. It's pretty flat, but it's not that flat. Not as flat as it could be. That area over there, however, is all the flat, and I would kind of like this to be like that too. But, you know, really, it's not that crazy of a difference. It would take some work, and that work could potentially be done. But I think I would like to pave out most of this as gravel. I'm not really sure. I kind of wanted to fill in this area, but I also kind of wanted to just make this loop here gravel. I don't know yet. I've got some thinking to do, but I've definitely I have a lot of time to make that decision. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cruise over here, make my way downtown this direction, and I can definitely cover in that whole road. Come on, I haven't driven an articulating truck in so long. It takes a little bit to remember how to do it properly. And then while we're in this thing, let's just fill it up again. Beautiful. Okay. And we go. This is riveting gameplay, folks. I mean, it really, it doesn't get a whole lot better than this. You know, I feel like that stack should be not pointing the direction we're going. Because we're kind of just driving into the fumes. Are we out? We're out. Back it up! Oh wow, look at that. Little corkscrew. I've never noticed that. Can you see it from the side? Oh, barely. Wow. Props on the details that nobody probably notices that often. Or maybe I'm just dumb and I didn't notice it. I don't know. Anyways, so I think, I'm trying to decide here. I'm either going to time-lapse this or I'm going to call upon a buddy. And then I might just do like a hard recording and kind of time-lapse it that way. So we'll see how this goes, but we got we got some work to do. So yeah, tune in the next 5 seconds, and you're gonna see what I decided. Alright. That wasn't too bad. I thought that was going to be a little more painful, honestly. But this whole area looks a lot nicer now. You might have noticed along these edges and stuff, it's not all done up with gravel. I kind of did that on purpose. Well, the main thing is I don't want the gravel to spill over the edge, in the sense that it like wraps around the side, because it looks dumb. Like, well, it kind of did it on this whole thing over here, but this edge is super scuffed. Like, this looks okay, because it looks kind of natural, but like that's what I didn't want, is having it coming down the side like that. But I guess it's not that big of a deal. Anyways, yeah, so we got this all knocked out. We ran down both sides. It looks so much cleaner now. I'm a lot happier with it being one big surface. Kind of. It, of course, we have the repeating texture when you're this high up, but it looks pretty good. It doesn't, I was a little worried with how much it was going to mesh with the castle walls, but it's not too bad just because of the angle you're looking at it, I think. So yeah, I mean, technically that's well, some of that's gravel and some of that's the tailings, and then this is all gravel. You can't put tailings in the paver because they come out as dirt. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, we got this all cleaned up. I didn't do this, don't mind that. That's just a visual bug. But I didn't clean this area up yet, just because this is kind of its own project that needs worked on at some point. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do next. I mean, other than just digging, of course. I'm trying to to contemplate. I've really wanted to work on these castle areas between the two castles and fill them in with things, but I just haven't been very satisfied with any of the attempts at building that I've had. Like, I tried to do this little thing here, excluding all the equipment that's sitting in front of it. I tried to do this, and I had a vision, and it kind of like it it came out okay, but it's not what I wanted. I think we're just kind of limited on building stuff right now, and that's okay because I know it's not the most important thing in the game. But that's one reason you just don't see a lot of progress being made on areas like this. Is just I don't know what to do with it. I have ideas. It's just I don't want to build anything with the limited building supplies that we have. Like we might do a cleanup day where we go around and we fix all of the dirt that's going up the walls and replace that with rock. And this road needs finished one of these days. Yeah, things like that, and the whole castle up top on the hill too. This guy here. One day I decided to mark out some more of the main circle here, coming around and wrapping up this way, and then eventually from the Parthenon. Are we on the wrong side? We're on the wrong side. We got to run across. This has been pumping away, and yeah, it's getting overfilled. I got to deal with that, but it's fine. Eventually, I want to add on to the castle some more and bring it up this direction. From there, it wraps up over to... Where's that at? Where does that go? It's a little farther over, so you can't see it from right here. Right there. So, you kind of have to visualize it, but that's going to be, the walls are going to be the same height as the walls are down there, and wrapping along the cliff this way. And then at some point, I would like to add a bridge that comes over to here and lands right about here in the middle. So just a nice, probably like a flat top bridge that has like a nice curve to it. I think. I don't know if I want it to go like sweeping that way or if I want it to kind of sweep that way. I haven't really decided yet, but I know that's a future plan project, something I've thought about, so yeah, there's that. One thing I wanted to do here before this episode was over is I wanted to go check out the coal map, and then from there maybe we can play with the baggers a little more. So hold on a second, let me do that. Alright, so here we are on the coal map. And this isn't the coal plant map. This is the coal... I already forgot what it's called. It's the new coal map. And... so, it's a little... it's a little derpy. I know they really gave this map out so people had a place to play with the baggers. It's a little... that might just be my settings. I don't... Anyways... I think they just put this map out so people had somewhere to play with the new equipment, because not everybody has a gigantic pit that they could just throw the equipment into like I did, even though it was kind of a tight fit right off the bat anyways. But, yeah, so there's a few things about this map that make it a little jank. We'll play with the equipment in a second. Let me get a couple plowshares, and I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but they might come back to this and revise it a little bit. So you guys know how the game works. There's topsoil, overburden, and then you get to the dirt, and you get to the pay dirt, and then you get to the stuff. But on this map, I think it's a little weird. Where it's only in the kind of provided area. It doesn't appear... yeah, we're getting down to stone here, but as you can see, this this topsoil kind of just persists constantly. So if you're going to play in this map, you kind of have to don't mind that. Don't mind the fireball. You kind of have to stick to the areas that are dirt, which realistically wouldn't be a problem. But we can here. Let's pop down vehicles. Let's start with the regular bucket wheels first. Hold on, let's make some room. That one, that one, that one, and then we'll go to the mass excavation ones too. Okay, let's start with the first three, and we'll show you guys what you got in the base game. Can I try and put these all down next to each other without having some kind of catastrophe? Okay. So, starting with your teeny tiny guy, and then this is kind of stepping up your 3 levels of bucket wheel. And quite frankly, I mean, they all have their place. You obviously unlock them at different times if you're not just constantly level 70 like I am. But we've found that these littler guys are pretty nice for doing, I guess you could say, detail work. I always forget what to type in for the truck. Here, I just wanted to get a we'll get a pickup truck in here for scale, just so you guys can maybe have a little better idea. Yeah. So these are the 3 ones that you should have in the base game. And then now we get over to the mass excavation DLC, which is what you get along with this map. And there are a couple variants. So you have the 693. I think that one's labeled wrong. Did that say 693? No. Okay. That's all good. So if you see the B variant on it, that means it's got the multiple tracks on it instead of the big tracks. It's just essentially got a different base plate on it. Then we'll haul these boys in here. Yeah, so as you can see, these are the 2 biggest ones. These are the same size. The only difference is the tracks. So that's something to kind of note. And then these ones are kind of the buddies to this one. These 2 sizes are the same as these 2 sizes. These ones just have the multiple tracks on them. So this should kind of help put it into perspective here. Hold on. Actually, I want to do this too. Grab the 681 and we're gonna plunk it right here. Okay. And then we'll bring the wheel down here. Bum 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 bum. Dun dun. Yeah, they're a little slow. These things aren't for everybody's playstyle, but it moves an obscene amount of dirt. I mean, we'll just kind of set it on the ground like that. Yeah, so that's the starting bucket wheel, and then if we... Here, let's get rid of that one. Let's get something everybody might be a little more accustomed to, like the L10. Perhaps this is something everybody gets, I feel like, at some point. Or let's go to the what's the smallest excavator we get? Like the 200A, maybe like the 200A. Yeah, so that kind of does it there. So your starting point, I mean, it's It's a pretty notable difference. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Whoa! When did that... Huh. Son of a gun. I didn't notice that. I just learned something in the middle of this video. So, not only are the tracks and the bass different, the cab is on the boom. I had no idea. I hadn't noticed that. So that's pretty nifty. So, if you're a person that likes to play in first-person mode and maybe you're using joysticks, then the B variant might be for you over having, you know, being all the way on the back. So that's pretty neat. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this is the new Cole map. I probably won't be playing on it just because I have my save all dialed in and figured out. But, yeah. So, I mean, there's a few blotches around that you could go to. You don't have to stick to this main one, but if I had to guess, it's probably... That one's pretty big. There's one down to the south. My camera doesn't want to go for some reason, but... Yeah, I mean, this is a good place to come test and play if you don't have one yourself, or you can even set up here because it's nice and flat. Yeah, but anyhow, these things are pretty fun. I'm definitely trying not to make them my main gameplay. I'm still trying to bring in some of the other vehicles too. Also, one quick other thing here is that if you dig with these big machines and then it's hitting the ground and it's not going into a hopper or some kind of container, it's going to make your game lag. It doesn't really matter what kind of system you have. The game's engine really, I think, is just not happy about it. So try and make sure you're catching your material all the time. Yeah, it's not happy about it. Not happy about it in the slightest. Anyways, so this is kind of the DLC, and all the vehicles moved into the main branch now. You got to admit, we only got one type of new vehicle, but I mean, we got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 variants of that one vehicle. I mean, that's this might be the biggest vehicle update we've ever gotten, literally and figuratively. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know I didn't really focus on the DLC stuff too much, other than this little showcase here at the end. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, you're extra awesome. And I'll see you guys in the next one.